Alright guys, we have our next project here. This is an M2 '79 Chevrolet Silverado with no bed. And it's going to stay that way. It's just going to look different. So I already have different wheels on it because I had to find the wheels that I wanted for it. So I went ahead and just put these wheels on. It had some... I'll get the wheels out it had on it. It had these wheels on it, which don't look bad on it, but they're certainly not the wheels that will look right on it for the look we're going for. And the look we're going for is just kind of a rusty old Chevy truck with no bed. And I don't think that I can, but I'm quite curious if I could turn this frame over and then it wouldn't be lowered anymore. I probably can't do that, but I'm gonna find out when I take this apart, because that would just make my day if that was like that. So yes, this is one of the AutoZone trucks. It's not one of the 40th anniversary ones. I have enough AutoZone trucks. Plus, I think it's kind of odd that an AutoZone truck would not have a bed on it. So, we're going to use this one. It's got a new style motor in it, which is going to get swapped out with an old style motor. Interior is going to get swapped out. I really like this truck, but for this custom, it's got to have a bench seat, and this has bucket seats in it. So this has a bench seat, so we're going to swap these out. This interior in this truck is going to be painted black, so it still matches this truck. I know the grill in these trucks are really hard to get out, because I've swapped out grills before for different years of trucks, and they're really hard to get out of these M2s. M2s are hard to strip down to their bare bones, because they use such small intricate pieces that are hard to come out. But we're going to get to work taking this apart, and I've got this partially taken apart already. Got glue all over this screwdriver, so I'll be surprised if it really works all that well. And right now it would appear that it is not going to work very well at all. Alright, I'll get another one. So I'm not sure how everything fits in here. So this will be quite interesting. Yeah, these have to come out. I don't always show taking this thing apart, but I will today. The last custom, I feel like I didn't show enough of what I did with it. Now, of course, this one that's going to be hard to take apart, I'm showing how to take it apart. So I'm going to break something if I do this with the camera in my way. So I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so if M2 would actually make their trucks have an engine bay instead of making it flat with the bottom of the fender, well, this would work. However, you can see straight through it because there are no wheel wells. So I guess we cannot lift this without a bunch of modifications that I really don't feel like doing. So here's our truck completely disassembled. Got the interior and the windows. Dashboard goes with the interior. Gas tanks, grill, exhaust, hood, wheels, engine, bumper, frame. Alright. So that stuff there can take a swim in the paint stripper. These need primered. These need primered. This may end up being primered, I don't know. I may leave the bumper chrome. It's either going to be chrome or white, I don't know. I still don't know what color I'm going to do the interior, so I'll hold off on painting those. I can get this little label off of here with some rubbing alcohol. The grill came out really easy, except I lost a headlight. So, I may find it eventually. I don't know. I'm not really sure where it went. This has the new style motor in it. We're going to swap that out for an old style motor. So that's the plan. So, we're almost done with the truck. I've got it painted. I've got most of the little parts painted. Almost ready to put it back together. However, the engine piece that was in there, if you remember, was a modern engine. And this is going to go in there. I should have painted this orange so that it's Chevrolet colors. I may still do that, but I'm still going to... I got to cut this engine part out here. And then this will fit in there. And since this is almost the exact same size, it should fit in there really well. So I got the thing cut out. I got the engine painted. So that was the last thing to do. So now everything's ready to go back together. Put the finishing touches on the truck. Did some rust. I showed you the cab corners were cut out before. I think I showed you that. Got the turn signals already painted. Got the frame that's supposed to look like it's rusty. Oh yes, the exhaust and the screws, that's some important parts. The rusty exhaust. The bumper, got everything back and ready to go together. So hopefully it all goes back together well. So our truck is now officially finished. And I was very upset to find out that the hood did not close with the air breather on the engine. So the truck does not have an engine. So don't open up the hood because there's nothing in there but a black square with a square cut out of it now. But it's okay. So you can see I painted in the turn signals and also the side indicators. Got some rust on the bumper. I'll tell you the story behind why the hood is orange, although it looks really good orange, because I didn't want the whole truck to be solid red. But that's not the reason that it is orange. I added a spare tire because I had a green light wheel that I tried to make narrower because it was too wide and it didn't get cut right. That was for a different project a while back. And so I found that cut up wheel that wasn't going to work for anything else, and I glued it down as our spare tire, because you got to have a spare tire. Especially if you're driving some kind of old truck, it's probably smart to have a spare tire. Uh, the little red things that were on the back of the truck turned into tail lights, which are supposed to not be even or crooked, or even or straight. That's why they're crooked. Got the exhaust here. There's rust in various places. I painted the interior black. I also put in a bench seat. Traded out a seat from a different truck. No rocker panels, as you can see. You can see all this stuff better probably when it goes on the turntable. Got a wheel missing the hubcap. That was actually because I lost one of these wheels, and then later on I found it. But it was a good wheel, so I didn't want to use it for the spare tire, so I used this one. But I already decided, it needs to be missing the hubcap. That's actually from a Ford truck, but you can't tell that. So, there it is. I'll put it on the turntable for you. And you can kind of see the gas tanks. There's the underneath of it. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, this, you can't see anything on it anymore, but it's a 79 Chevrolet. And the reason the hood is orange, because I told you I would tell you about this, was it was gonna be red like the truck, and I was gonna just make it look rusty, kind of like the top looks rusty. But then I painted the truck and everything, and then guess what happened? The nozzle came off of the spray can, and when I put it back on, it would not spray anymore. And I've had that happen with a couple of the new Rust-Oleum lids, so I think I'm kind of done buying Rust-Oleum paint. Because it's always the nozzle that I have trouble with. It either leaks or it doesn't fit on there right. Those nozzles that's about that big around, the new style ones, suck. But anyway, the nozzle came off the can, so I couldn't paint this red unless I went and bought more paint. And that paint was rather expensive, so I decided not to do that, and instead I had some Chevrolet orange that I thought, why not do that? So it's got a different colored hood, and actually I'm glad that I did that. I think that looks really good that way. Since it was kind of a beater truck, it didn't need white walls, so the white walls are turned in, which you can kind of see, but that's okay. That kind of fits the whole vibe of the truck. I can tell if this wheel is not on there straight, so I'll have to fix that because it should roll pretty smooth. So I will fix that. I'll get this on the turntable for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe for more. I'll catch you in the next video.